Hi Libra, it's your girl Jay, the High Priestess, back at it again with the general tarot reading for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Aries season 2023, baby. Welcome to 2023, happy spring equinox. Welcome to your shadow season. Libra, the sign of we, in the season of me. And it's going to be interesting learning how to navigate that. Shout out to the sun one time for this lighting. Be sure to check out your sun, moon, and rising. Excuse me, Patreon gets everything first. Patreon.com/justjeverything. All the links are in the description box. I'm growing tired of saying the same thing. I know that it's important to say that, but I also feel like people aren't dumb. If you want to see the other dope shit that I do, check out my website, justjeverything.com. But links in the description box. For the important astrological dates, check out the Aries season astrology video. Excuse me. Whew. Healing your respiratory system. Focusing on healing your respiratory system if you aren't already. I feel like my glasses are like my safety blanket. You may be finding out what your like beauty or like comfort external world like safety hack is your invisibility cloak. That's how I feel like my glasses are for me. I don't know. Are you having issues being seen? Are you feeling uncomfortable being seen? Are you feeling seen now all of a sudden? That could be something. But let's get into it. Hydrate, light it if you got it, as we create a safe space for our benevolent ancestors, Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth. Thanking you for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Libra's Sun, Moon, and Rising for Aries season 2023. Empty your lungs. Empty your lungs all the way. When you're done, take a deep breath in through your nose. Hold it for a second. And release out your mouth. Empty your lungs again. When you're ready, inhale through your nose. Hold it at the top for 3 seconds. And then exhale out of your mouth. All right, Libra. Sun, Moon, and Rising. First card out. To be clarified on the selenite throne is the Knight of Wands. So you ready to get in motion, eh? Motion. Slow motion from me. But like not slow motion, fast motion. You ready to like get it. Bold movement. But be careful moving this fast. And that's going to be, because that's the thing. I think like Libras keep getting this bad rap. 3 of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Exactly. Keep getting this bad rap like they just have to be in relationships and they just have to be with somebody. And, poor Libra, if they're single. Libras do well on their own. And some of you may be tempted to remind a motherfucker. Calm down. But I think Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising, you need to remind yourself. Start stunting on these hoes. Start zhuzhing it up. Start like doing your thing, doing your Libra thing where you really get yourself out there. I feel like you're going to be inspired to be out in the world, to be moving, to be active, to be bold, to be charming. There's to be flirtatious, to be sexual, to be, you know, like, don't fuck around and like get bored and flirt yourself into, excuse me, a relationship or something that you have to turn your back on. I feel like there could be possible like fuckboy energy that you are displaying, or that someone with Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements is coming in and displaying. Excuse me. I feel like Aries season just has you wanting to move forward. Movement for the sake of movement. So what's going on with your relationship to movement? I feel like working out consistently is really important. Making sure that you are, if you have been consistently working out, I feel like it's time to step it up a level, especially in regards to cardio. Just start stepping things up. I feel like it'll really improve your mental health as well. You being more consistently in motion. So, all right, for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Aries season 2023. Thank you for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Libra. I feel like be careful of moving so fast, though, Libra, that you make mistakes. That you just like, that you like offend people, or you have to go back and apologize, or you have to go back and do it the right way. If you make these bold movements and calculated risks and do it right the first time, then you'll get to properly plant your seeds. But there's definitely some reinvention of self taking place. I feel like good news in a business, good messages, good seeds planted, money coming in, the initial stages of a business, the initial stages of like a new diet or workout plan, the initial stages of a connection with maybe someone younger than you. There may be someone with, so far, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn placements coming in, or that relationship is renewing somehow. Overcoming obstacles, learning lessons by way of other people like you do best. Already 2 court cards coming out, so there's already a lot of people. Looks like, you know, social life is perking up. I feel like getting outside, exploring, traveling, seeing different terrain, seeing different parts of the world, the desert here, the mountains, desert mountains. Ooh, 7 of Swords reversed at the center of the reading with the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so some of you are finally, there's been like the center of the reading. I feel like you're just finding out the ways that you've been betraying yourself. Or for some of you, there are these profound lessons, profound, like huge nuggets of wisdom, huge nuggets of gold coming to you from some like really deep pain. It may have had something to do with someone with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or Taurus placements. Someone with, or something with the legal system, feeling wronged by the legal system or the judicial or school system. Some of you are having breakthroughs and you're realizing you want to go back to school. You know what you want to study. You know what you want to learn. And there's fucking money there. You're just going to have to get out of your comfort zone and acknowledge that no one is keeping you stuck. You can have the education, the life, the comfortability that you want. You just got to understand, you got to work on uncovering the nuggets of wisdom when it comes to worthiness, when it comes to self-worth, and what's keeping you from turning your back on the outdated self-worth, the having to do it all by myself. The like, turn your back. Oh, goodness, sorry, too many cards. And none of this ain't even in the reading. Anyway, there is this like, once you improve the self-worth, Queen of Pentacles, your mind is going to change. There's harmony established in the mind. You'll be more willing to get out of your comfort zone and see why you've been held up, what's been keeping you stuck in some sort of way. And for a lot of us, it has to do with like, how the actual fuck do you think you're going to grab This Ace of Pentacles, grab this new thing if you stay in this position, if you stay in this comfort zone, if you stay in this routine, if you keep doing the same things and expecting different results. No, you're going to have to break through. And I feel like for we spend so much time in tarot talk and like in tarot land talking about how other people have betrayed us. And I feel like your shadow season is going to put on Front Street the ways you betray you. The habits, the thought processes, the words you speak, the ideas you don't act on, the ways you hold yourself back, and what exactly has been holding you back in the realm of your mind that needs to be uncovered, uprooted, and what's keeping you clinging to this indecision. And if the divine has to isolate you and keep you alone, or continue to keep you alone to help you uproot this, it's gonna do that. But you don't need to be alone to do it. But some of you are afraid of being alone because you know that's when you're gonna have to face it, and so you're keeping all these people around, knights and pages. And I feel like if it's not other people, this may be aspects of yourself. But I do feel like make sure that the quality of your like attracts like. If you're not liking the company that's around you, the quality of the people that are around you, then I feel like it's time to look at some stuff about ourselves within, and then do what we can to create room for the kind of connections and friendships and offers and loves and projects that we want. All right, continue on for Libra. Final two cards, final two messages for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Aries season 2023. 10 of Wands and then the Page of Cups. Wow, no major arcana. So what this tells me is that Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and the 10 of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Wow, this is huge, huge changes. And that makes sense because Venus, your ruling planet, has initiated a new chapter. She's trying to pioneer this new path, and she's got all this momentum building, and then she comes home. And when she's home, there's there's the North Node, who's like hungry for movement, that's in her comfort zone. The North Node is hungry to get you to your destiny point. It wants to move you, wants to push you. And then, there's Uranus, which is like fucking Bernie Sanders, like, hey, Venus, everything needs to change. Everything in your comfort zone needs to change. All the ways that, the structure of all this stuff, it's like, this shit's outdated. It's time to like come together and get with other people and do new things and radicalize and revolt. And there's this like revolution that's being built or being like, initiated inside of you in some sort of way. And so be done beating the old horse, be done with the old programming, the old attitudes, old habits. It's time to look at all of this stuff, old patterns, especially old thought processes, the old things that you say. What are you, words or spells? What are you setting in motion with your words? And I just feel like there is this profound lesson and brand new beginning. Yes, there's this mastery that has been acquired from all this pain, profound pain. I'm not going to downplay this. Some aspect of you has died or like really was laid to rest in Pisces season. And look at you being resurrected. Look at you surviving without that person you thought you'd never survive without. Look at that, you thriving without that job that you thought that you needed everything to do. Come on. You are Venus, baby. So yes, you have been kicked down. There has been some sort of death, but the rebirth is juicy. The rebirth is filled with offers. The rebirth is you learning, it looks like you've learned how to extract the data from this darkness. And you've started to understand that the light is pushing up all this darkness, pushing out all the darkness, which means that all this darkness that you've experienced, you're going to be experiencing equivalent light. So just even though you're so tired or you're so hurt or you're so exhausted or you're lost or confused or in anguish or experiencing grief, keep your eye on the horizon. Trust and believe that balance and physics is telling you you will experience equivalent light. Focus on healing your emotions, focus on healing your connection to your spirit. Because the mind, and then you can really upgrade the mind, because the mind is the liaison between the spirit and the body. And you being masterful in the mind makes you more masterful in your thoughts. You being more masterful with your thoughts makes you more masterful with your words. And I say this all the time because all of this is vibration that has condensed into matter. We need to be cognizant of the fact that we have a mechanism that creates vibration that can condense into matter. So what you allow yourself to think, what you allow yourself to speak, very much so, it is like that needs to be paid attention to. Because spoken word supersedes thought. So whenever you're having really negative, self-limiting thoughts, I want you to speak out the antithesis of whatever negative thing that you're thinking. If you're like, oh, I'm too this to do that, or I'm so, I'm too late, and it's just like, I am always on time. The divine is always on time. The divine is my supply. The universe is my supply. If you're thinking I'm so dumb, I just am still discovering my intellect. I'm brilliant. My brilliance, my intellect is still exposing and revealing itself to me. It's still growing every day. Like, when you really plug into your belief system like Pisces season asked you to do, you're going to show the fuck up in Aries season like it's asking you to do. Aries season is I am. Yo, say it with your chest. I am. Get acquainted with whatever those you fill those blanks with. Get acquainted with those aspects of yourself. Because you're needing to make sure that this old, outdated survivor version of you is laid to rest. They've done their part. And now it's time for you to start thriving and for you to wield your new knowing. I also want to say every single card is they're all solitary. So like I said, this is the season of me. You're going to be forced to, or if you would really benefit from improving your relationship to yourself, improving your relationship to authority, structure, discipline, to your inner child. You would really benefit from focusing on yourself, on your instincts, on your root chakra, on really getting out of any identifying where you are possibly in survival mode, so that you can make bold moves towards thriving. And in order for you to make those bold moves, you're going to need to turn your back on immature, inconsiderate, or rash behavior. And you're going to have to initiate some new habits, new day-to-day habits in the physical 3D world. How can you get to the next level? You can get organized. You can get methodical. It will help you break free from the ways that you've been indecisive and misusing your energy in the 3D. And these are really, really important breakthroughs. And once you make these identifications, intuition's going to come in and it's going to give you this like jetpack of courage. The power, this new relationship with this, a new relationship with your physical, spiritual, and sexual energy, which is your life force, is going to emerge. And this like once you're not leaning so much on logic, once you start getting back to that point where you remember, Libra, you are a spirit having a human experience, and your spirit, the fact that you are everything. Once that portion of you that knows that is in the driver's seat, that's when you can start making decisions. That's when it'll be really easy to make right decisions quickly. And you won't be so back and forth, and you won't be so held up and tripped up on making decisions or which step to go or where to harness this energy whenever your spirit is in the driver's seat and you're not looking for everything to make sense. You can tap into your intuition and your logic. And Mercury going into Taurus is also going to help common sense really like help everybody. Thinking will be it'll be very easy for you to access this because Mercury will be in Taurus. And so there's this practicality that comes in. And I feel like whenever it's funny, isn't it funny how it always happens whenever you're focused, whenever you're doing all this work, whenever you have a very specific direction, love comes in. All of a sudden, there's these people that have apologies. There's these people that, have things to say. There's these people who want to tell you the impact that you had on their lives. There's these people who want your attention. As soon as you go put your attention into something and you're specifically harnessing your energy into something, all of a sudden there's this like swept up in love. And you're going to be tempted to, and for those of you in a relationship, this is like a new take on old love. The right words, the right apology, the right behavior, the right kind of courting or something comes in, and you have a choice on being distracted or not. Are you going to let yourself be distracted by this? Because this is the Page of Cups, keep in mind, not the King of Cups or the Emperor or the Empress. But the Page of Cups is something new. It's the initial stages of something. It's something blooming, blossoming, like it's a crush. But I also feel like for some of you, if say phone's dry as fuck and you're actively like not trying to date or anything, I feel like then there is this call to action to put your energy, don't burn yourself out, temper this energy with healing modalities. Diving deeper into tarot, Reiki, massage, singing, dancing, writing, creating, playing, swimming. Play, I feel like, is a big thing for you guys. 2 pages out in a night, and so I do feel like this, for you personally, let's say these aren't other people, for you personally, I feel like there's a big thing here about accessing your inner child, figuring out what kind of structure and stability you can now provide your inner child and what it wants. What kind of, I feel like you are the adult that your inner child would really like, feel like safe and sound with. And so what kind of structure can you get at? What outlet does it need? What kind of breakthrough does it need? All right, because there's also a lot of people here, it looks like. Definitely 2 Wands cards, heavy wands. So the Knight of Wands, the 10 of Wands, I feel like if there's someone that you're courting or is courting you. There may be somebody that's in and out of your life. Maybe somebody here that's here for a good time, not a long time. Or maybe that's you and you are carrying that energy. Make sure that you're not carrying around pain, hurt people, that you're not distracting yourself with sex and fun and partying. I just feel like there's bold movements that you're going to want to make, and you need to make sure that you're not getting distracted from planting the seeds that you need to plant. That you're not getting distracted. Like, can you have fun? Can you be in love, but also be like diligent and structured and consistent? I feel like there's just like some kind of like growing up or leveling up or maturity here. There may be someone with Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements, and it kind of just feels like a no. Seven of Swords reversed and the Ten of Swords with the King of Swords as their representation. I feel like you may be tempted, or this person is coming around, and again, possibly for some, there may be somebody with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius placements trying to like put in work, but I feel like if it seems stressful, and that's not needed. And I feel like you don't need this kind of like mental stimulation, that kind of mental stimulation, or someone that's playing games, or someone that's in and out, or wishy-washy, or cold. And that, you know, if find yourself attracted to these people who are like cold or sharp or like so misunderstood, you know, it's just like that says a lot about you more so than them. And so I want you to be willing to call yourself out and make sure that you're willing to like, you know, try on other looks, try on other people, like surround yourself with different kinds of people. Especially when it comes to like dating. If you're single, I feel like there's maybe someone with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn placements that you're tempted to. I think some of you are still recovering from someone with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements. There also may be someone with Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placements that I feel like is also showing up as a page. I feel like there's a lot of like fun, flirty things here to like provide fun, new connections, new friends. For some of you, this just may be like getting out in the world and being more social again. And I feel like that would be really, really great for you. Not everything needs to turn into like this like whirlwind romance. And, you know, like I feel like allowing yourself to appreciate consistency, allowing yourself to appreciate the mundane, like finding not like the routine, like finding like fun in the routine, making fun in the routine, mixing the magic into the mundane. I feel like there's a lot of firepower available to you here. Cardinal air and cardinal fire. And I just feel like make sure that you choose to burn the right bridges, that you like harness this fire in the right direction, that you don't let yourself do the same thing that you always do, which is burn yourself out or go too hard, too fast, you know what I mean? There's just like Aries, they got take your time, you know what I mean? That was a big thing, and I feel like that's something for you too. There's something about slowing down, taking your time, understanding that there's a brand new chapter in the realm of your mind, in the realm of your thoughts, in the realm of the words you say, in the realm of like how you protect yourself as well. I feel like you're going through this rebirth, this metamorphosis, and It's time for you to just like dive into like deprogramming. There's some stuff that needs to be deprogrammed. There are routines that just need to be cut off, and I feel like replacing them with healthier routines, replacing them with play, and a new relationship to spirit. For some of you, yes, there is going to be like new fun flirtation. Just make sure that you are really careful about who you exchange your sexual energy with. Those of you who are single, I feel like the fire sign just may be here like in and out, or like not like what you think. The person with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius placements may be like high key or low key kind of deceitful, or I just feel like you're in a place where you don't have full access to your trust, and that's why you're being asked to really focus on yourself. So focus on yourself wholeheartedly, unapologetically, and really, really lovingly. I'll see you over on Patreon. Let's get into it. For the full version of the video, go to Patreon.